little bit.
Writing songs and playing in bars and et cetera, and been around the States quite a bit, but I wanted to come over to Europe and share my music, so I was in London, and I couldn't really find too many people to play with, but I knew a Dublin band, so I came over and played with them. Then I went back to the States, and they rang me and said they were making a record and everything, so I came back to Dublin, and then I started doing my own thing as well, and here I am.
And maybe if you'd like to tell us a bit about your influence of music over in the States before you came over, like what would you like to share with us, maybe?
The same thing as a lot of people in my generation. I was turned on to the American blues by the British groups, Cream, the Yardbirds, all that stuff. Loved that. Then I went back to listen to the guys they listened to, and then I started to listen to all the other stuff. But I've always loved everything: jazz, Beethoven, anything that's good. There's only two kinds of music: good and bad. Either it touches you or it doesn't.
And what do you make of the Dublin music scene yourself? What do you love about it?
Well, it's vibrant, and there's still people playing live music, which from what I understand in lots of other countries and towns, it doesn't really happen. It's hard to scrape out a living, but it's kind of barely possible compared to some other places, because for example in Manhattan, it's a pay-to-play society. Unless you're piano bar playing covers or something for tips. If you want to play your own music, it's all you have to pay for the venue and everything.
That's tough, yeah.
Yeah, so you can't really make a living doing it. It's nice when you get a call for a gig at the last minute, you can do it, but it's not nice when it gets canceled at the last minute. But the great thing is that you can do it, you like what you're doing, and you get to share something with people. And sometimes you don't not get paid much, but sometimes the feedback you get emotionally and spiritually from the people make it more. You can't pay for that, but it's nice to get paid too, because you got to buy groceries and shit. So. Yeah.
You do indeed. And maybe what kind of venues do you play around in Dublin, and what kind of audience do you play
I
to?
have 2 residencies at the moment. I play Tuesdays with my band at Sweeney's and Dame Street, and I do kind of a solo covers thing, the Gypsy Rose and Aston Key. And I do odd extra gigs here, JJ's and Porterhouse, other places, just mostly pubs and stuff around Dublin. I play the odd festival and sometimes go abroad. I made a lot of mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they're young, especially, but I'd say try to listen, be respectful, don't play too loud, see what's going on, and, never overlook an opportunity to keep your mouth shut. Just try to observe, and especially when you're playing music with people and stuff, don't play at them, play with them. Just try to support each other, And that's one of the good things about the Irish music scene. Some of these Facebook groups and stuff that have started, people are very supportive of each other. If somebody's in trouble or something, and they want to help the next guy out and everything. So, that's what I would say. Just, keep it real, follow your heart, and listen.
I've been playing for 20 years. Since I was very young, I decided to play the guitar. And I come from Venezuela. There's a lot of musical culture. I decided to start playing covers, and played Carlos Santana music, Johnny Winter music, Jimi Hendrix music, and also did session work. I played with a lot of famous artists in Venezuela, Venezuelan friends here, and they told me, you should try Dublin. Dublin, there's something interesting going on there. Mm-hmm. And I say, really? Okay, let's go there. And also, why not? I want to study in English. So I decided to do both things. One of my projects, I have to say, the main project is Mr. Castle. It's the name, Mr. Castle. It's the translation of my surname. Castillo means castle.
Castle in English.
Yeah. And this in this project, I play all instruments, and I record all them in my place, in my home studio.
So you have the piano, the
guitar, bass, and drum machine, and also sing, record, strings, all kind of stuff. Yeah. Maybe I've been influenced by a lot of blues artists, but being influenced also by Latin musicians, because I come from a Latin country. So I think the fusion, the combination is a very interesting thing, talking about my growing as a musician. A combination of folk, blues, soul, maybe a little bit of jazz.
Wow.
Yes, it's a combination between all those styles,
So you're 2 months here in Ireland now, and you've 1 year to spend just to improve your English and also to do lots of gigs around Dublin.
Yeah.
And maybe where do you see yourself in another 5 years' time? Like, do you see yourself travelling to maybe another country to try and?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. I'm decided to know a little bit more about this part of the world. I figured out that the culture here is very exciting. It's very unique. It's worth to be here and learn from the people. Yeah, it's very amazing.
So you're enjoying it today anyway?
Yeah, I'm having a good time here.
Good. Well, best of luck at the gig tonight. I really am looking forward to it too. And thanks very much for talking to us on Dubs TV.
Thank you.